Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. It's a pivotal time for LA's metro. Key infrastructure projects are underway for the 2028 Olympic Games. The agency is bringing back its in-house public safety department. There's a new chair of the board. We caught up with Metro at its State of the Agency event just as that gavel was being handed over.
With great respect and pleasure, I pass this gavel to Chairwoman Janice Hahn.
Well, today's the State of the Agency. It also recognizes that there's a passing of the gavel. Now Supervisor Hahn will be the board chair of Metro.
My top priority as the new chair of the Metro Board of Directors is the safety of our riders and the safety of our employees.
This is the first time in 30 years that Metro is going to start looking at bringing back its own in-house public safety agency. We're still going to continue to work with our 3 law enforcement partners at Long Beach, LAPD, and LA Sheriff's Department, and other law enforcement agencies to make sure that our riders are safe on our system.
In 1980, the voters of LA County agreed to tax themselves to invest in public transit, which literally paving the way for Metro to build billions of dollars of new transit and infrastructure projects all across LA County. And I'm especially looking forward to starting early construction this year on the Southeast Gateway Line.
The most important things to consider is that we are seeing a lot of growth. We have the Purple Line extension going to the west side, connecting from Koreatown on. Due to good planning and forethought, a lot of these projects will come online for the LA 28 Olympics.
We know when LA hosts the Olympics in 2028, Metro will show the world how we can move millions of fans and local residents alike in a clean, convenient, and truly exemplary fashion.
The public should also know if they're a student K through 14, that means if they're from kindergarten all the way to junior college or undergrad, they should check to make sure that their school is enrolled with or part of the Go Pass program, which means they have reduced or almost free fares to ride Metro system. That's Metro bus and rail. So if they're gonna ride our system, we'll make it as easy as possible. And so go check out Metro.net and go Metro.
MacArthur Park used to be one entity, and uniting it again could provide more green space for residents of the surrounding and densely populated area. City officials, Recon Parks, and the Department of Transportation came together to launch the idea with federal funds to investigate the feasibility of the reconnection.
Today, we're here at MacArthur Park celebrating $2.5 million in grant resources that we received to begin our Reconnecting MacArthur Park project. Our intention is to close down Wilshire Boulevard between MacArthur Park, reconnect the park. We're looking to do traffic analysis with this $2.5 million and community engagement to see what community wants to see in this area. They might want to see a soccer field. They might want to see like a vending area, more trees, more lights. We want to do this project, but definitely following the leadership of what community wants to see. So today we're celebrating those grants and letting community know this is happening, and we want you to join us for the conversation.
One of the primary focuses of this project or this study will be to look at closing down Wilshire for a short segment in order to be able to reconnect the 2 sides of MacArthur Park. Part of that, we'll be looking at what's the impact to the vehicular traffic. We'll be looking at how does transit circulate around the area. We're looking at pedestrian and bicycle connectivity. So really looking at a holistic approach to transportation, given the opportunity to connect the park.
You know, as a recreation professional, we believe that green spaces are more than just green spaces. They are spaces where families make memories and increase recreational opportunities. They're the cornerstone of a healthy and vibrant community. So having a unified green space and more access to green space would just be a wonderful addition to the communities that already use this amazing park.
Yes, our team really believes that the people who are closest to the problems are the ones who are closest to the solutions. And we just want to be conduits to bringing up and uplifting those solutions, because the people that live here should be able to inform what they're going to be around, what they're going to live around, and we want to make that happen. So we're very excited about that process.
We know that there's a lot of issues in this park, a lot of issues related to the unhoused community. But when the city comes together and the county, the state, the federal government, and all work on a project, It's not just about making sure that the people here are housed, but it's also about bringing the community back into the park and making sure that everybody has access to this park.
You saw it here, the beginning of that possible reconnecting of MacArthur Park. Even when the temperatures are not breaking records, it's hot. It's summer, we're busy, and we often think we can just sweat it out. But what about children, seniors, and pets in cars? The Los Angeles Fire Department gave some recommendations for keeping cool and staying safe.
It's crucial that we do not leave pets and children inside cars, even just for a minute. Temperatures, especially when they are over 100 degrees, can rise very quickly inside a hot vehicle to 30 degrees above the existing temperatures outside. The dangers and consequences are heat exhaustion and possible heat stroke. And those are medical consequences that can actually put people's lives or pets at risk. So there are different methods to try to remember to take the child out of the baby seat in the back. So maybe having a teddy bear that you leave in the back or putting your purse in the back seat will force you to look in the back. It's very easy to get distracted and forget that we are leaving a child or a pet in the back seat. You should try avoid leaving an elderly person in the car, but if you must leave the person in the car, make sure the air conditioning is working inside the vehicle and it's maintaining the vehicle's temperature cool enough for them not to suffer. There is a difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion. The main difference is that heat stroke will require medical intervention. When someone is suffering from heat stroke, their temperature does not compensate anymore. They stop sweating, their heart starts racing, they become weak and dizzy and pass out, and it is something that is endangering their life where they need immediate medical attention. When someone suffers heat exhaustion, the person's body is compensating for the high temperatures and putting them in a shady spot, giving them cool liquids to sip, and providing cooler temperatures will immediately reverse the condition. Well, we can prevent heat stroke and dehydration by planning ahead and making sure that we are drinking plenty of fluids way ahead of time. At least 6 hours before you start to do any strenuous work or exercise outdoors, you should be drinking plenty of fluids. We tell our firefighters that they should always have a bottle of water in their hands during the summer and making sure that they're drinking. Once your body feels thirsty, you're already behind on the intake of water you should be drinking. And starting your day early before 10 a.m. and not exerting yourself outdoors would be key to keep yourself from becoming exhausted or dehydrated.
LA's Mobility Wallet program grows across the county. The Port of LA completes a major rail construction, and the city's emergency department has tips on how to stay safe in the heat. These stories up next on City Beat.
Los Angeles Department of Transportation is expanding its Universal Basic Mobility Project, and applications for Phase 2 are now open. Phase 1 of the program gave a mobile wallet to 1,000 low-income residents of South LA. The mobile wallet is a prepaid debit card of $150 per month that allows for one or more members of the same household to pay for transportation. The second phase of the mobility program is open for 1,000 new participants from South LA and other 1,000 low-income residents from across LA County. Participants will be chosen at random, and applications are now open through August 31st, 2024. For more information or to apply, visit ladot.lacity.gov/UBM. The Port of Los Angeles has completed construction of a major rail expansion on Pier 400. The project cost $73 million in total, with $21.6 million coming from the California Trade Corridor Enhancement Program. Construction began in 2021 and added almost 6 miles of track with 5 new railroad storage tracks, a concrete rail bridge, and access roadway. According to the Port of LA, as rail demand rises, its rail facilities are projected to eliminate about 1,200 truck trips per day by 2040. The rail yard links San Pedro Bay Port and the Alameda Corridor, which carries about 10% of all waterborne containers in and out of the U.S. For more information, visit portoflosangeles.org. LA City's Emergency Management Department has released helpful tips for staying cool and safe whenever the temperatures soar. General advice for safety in the heat includes staying hydrated with water, wearing loose, light-colored clothing, and protecting yourself with sunscreen and a hat. When heat warnings are in place, consider visiting cooling centers which are located throughout the city and include recreation centers and LA public libraries. Avoid working, playing, and exercising outside during the hottest parts of the day. Take frequent breaks to hydrate and cool off in the shade. Know the symptoms of heat-related illness and seek medical attention if you experience dizziness, fatigue, faintness, headaches, or muscle cramps. For more information, visit emergency.lacity.gov.
Our Department of Recreation and Parks regularly puts on quite the show. But nothing beats the annual Lotus Festival, as this year's theme was the people and culture of the Philippines. That meant performances on the main stage, dragon boat races on the lake, vendors, food, and fun all over Echo Park.
Yes, this is the 43rd annual Lotus Festival here in Echo Park Lake. Many communities are coming together to celebrate the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. This year, the host country is the Philippines. There's going to be a lot of food, a lot of community booths, a carnival, lantern launches, dragon boat races. It's going to be an amazing time celebrating the AUPI community and specifically the Philippines.
And how about our city controller? Huh? The first Filipino elected to city office, period. But not only was he elected to city office, he had to be elected citywide to the office of controller. Kenneth Mahia, give it up to him. This community and this festival represents what is wonderful about Los Angeles, the diversity of our city. So I am honored to be here today.
Every year it feels like it gets better and better and better. This year we expect to have 40,000 people come across from all across the region to come here and enjoy this iconic lake, see the dragon boat races, and it does feel like the more we do it, the more people hear about it, the more people want to come the next year.
I would say our motivation for this event is really just to bring Angelinos together to celebrate culture and community and highlight the Asian communities that are within Los Angeles. It takes a year-long planning to put on this festival. We are partnered with Lotus Festival, Inc. The staff put in a tremendous amount of hours in putting on this event.
It is such an honor for us to be able to come to a space where we can honor other Asian communities. When we are able to collaborate with those communities, we're able to have a stronger message that we're able to send to people about unity.
You want to see all the energy that the people, the diversity. There are beautiful dresses, there are all kinds of tiaras that are like twice the size I've ever seen, and the water, the personality, the dragon boats.
On your mark, get set, go!
This is a really good festival to honor and showcase Asian cultures, and this year it happens to be the Philippines. So we're here to represent Team Philippines in the dragon boat race.
Go Team Philippines!
Yeah! I do have to give a shout out to my team now. The all bass, no brakes team on the dragon boat race. Killed it today.
I think what helps us bond with the festival is we look around and we see diversity even amongst our own culture. We feel the community and the unity that happens, especially when there's team events. And it's a friendly competition, so it's really great to come here to celebrate each other and also to share our own culture.
We're all getting out here and celebrating something that we don't get to see very often, except out here at the Lotus Festival.
Celebrate our city, celebrate our diversity, and enjoy the day. Thank you very much.
And it all takes place every year in July when those lotus flowers are in bloom on the lake. A truly diverse community event took place at the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. It was Black, Indigenous, and people of color, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer plus pride. A rainbow celebration in and of South LA.
South LA Pride, 6th annual. We're out here with all of our organizations, Rec and Parks, great stage, great music. We're gonna be here until it gets way into the night. It's so exciting.
I love being in my city, celebrating Pride and being queer and weird and all that good stuff, and seeing new performers I never even knew. That was really cool. Now I want to follow them.
I love South LA Pride. You know, this event really highlights just how much progress has been made in the areas of gay and lesbian rights and transgender recognition within the city of Los Angeles. I thought that what was so special about this is that Mayor Karen Bass took time out of her busy schedule to come and spend it with us.
Hello, South LA Pride! Are people feeling prideful today?
No, I think it's great to be here, even though I represent District 13, which is in Hollywood, Echo Park, Silver Lake. I have many of my roots here in South Central Los Angeles, and so to know that there is a Pride celebration, something that never was around when I was growing up, I just had to come here and give my solidarity, my respect to the community.
When I was growing up, everybody was more like down low, or like the clubs were more underground and things like that, and like the events were more underground, and now everybody can just be out loud and proud, and I love it.
5 years ago, this event like this would only be a dream. Today it is really truly a reality here for South LA Pride 2024.
Here, all you feel is love. Whether it's people who are at the park to swim or to play baseball or soccer, or it's people who came to this event or to support their family member, or to just be out in public in the middle of the community. Great event, all love in the community. We want to build on that.
At Vineyard Recreation Center, no pool is no problem. It's a chance to stage a water slide party for the community. These kids know that keeping it cool means making a splash.
We're here at Vineyard Recreation Center, located in the West Adams District, and we have Splash Day brought to the community by Council District 10. We also have food for the kids. They serving the kids pizza. And it's a nice fun day for the community, for the kids to get out and enjoy it.
This is actually our first of 3 that we do. It's just one of the events that we do in the summer annually to have the community come out and cool down and have a day of fun.
It's very important for the community because it gives the community a chance to come together, give the kids a chance to come to the park and have some fun. Also, let the community know what the Council District 10 is doing for the community.
The most exciting thing that I've done or seen is probably the water slide, the big water slide here.
Hey everybody, I'm with my friends! Hello!
I'm gonna remember it that it's fun. It was a pretty fun day, and that I'm happy to see people being refreshed.
A lot of kids in this area, they don't have events like this. We don't live near a water park or anything in this area. So yeah, it's just a day to really come out, have the community come together. Community is really important to our office and community engagement. And so we just like to keep our community active as possible.
It gives me a chance to meet the community, get a chance for the community to meet me and see what other programs we got going on in here at the rec center. It gives me a chance to really see kids have fun and smile. Brings joy to the heart.
It was so much fun for the kids diving in, right? And the camera has thankfully dried out now. In this week's feature story, I sat down with the councilwoman representing the city's west side, Traci Park. Councilwoman Park remains firmly focused on the resources and funding necessary for tackling her top priority, public safety. Take a look. spending 20 years as an LA municipal attorney gives you a lot of insight into what some of our city's general issues are. I'm very excited to be joined by the councilwoman who represents the West Side District, Traci Park. Thank you so much for being here.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So 2023, very busy, very intense. What are some of the lessons from that year that you've been carrying on to this 2024, the first 6 months of 2024?
One of the things that I learned kind of early on was that through the council office, you have the opportunity to really bring vision and leadership to how things work in your district.
Right.
And so for us, when it came to homelessness, it was getting to know all of our embedded nonprofits and service providers. The number one issue that I hear about from my constituents now are the RVs and the vehicle dwelling. So we are shifting our resources and our focus to the more acute issue of the vehicle dwelling. That's one shift and change. In my first year in office, obviously the public safety and staffing levels in LAPD and at LAFD were big concerns. I have advocated for additional resources and funding for our public safety partners. But we've had different issues around public safety this year than we did last year. We started to see a dramatic increase in the number of residential burglaries, commercial burglaries,
retail theft,
car smashes. And so we've been working very closely with LAPD to deploy additional resources. Our collective top priority remains public safety. So we're continuing on those efforts with the recruitment and the investments in retaining our staff in public safety, but we still have a lot of work to do.
What can you tell me about the city charter reform?
I took office at a moment when trust in local government was at an all-time low. And I am so grateful to Council President Paul Krikorian, who has led this committee to get this effort done. If passed by the voters, is going to reaffirm our commitment to be a city that's transparent and accountable to our constituents.
Wonderful. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk with you, Councilwoman. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. It's always fun to come in. We'll do it again soon.
In this week's Things to Do, check out a library author event for One Book, One County. Head to Flat Top Park for a nature walk and party like it's 1999 with the Prince Tribute Group. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join Los Angeles Public Library for a special evening at Gloria Molina Grand Park on Saturday, July 27th. The event is a celebration of One Book, One County, supported by all 18 library districts in the county. During July, all participating libraries will be reading and discussing the book LA Weather by Maria Amparo Escandon, emphasizing the power of connected libraries to create connected communities. Enjoy the library's downtown celebration featuring a musical performance from Banda Las Angelinas with resources and activities and a special author talk by Maria Amparo Escandon. Join LA's Public Library for One Book, One County author event at Gloria Molina Grand Park on Saturday, July 27th at 5 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. The Lincoln Heights Youth Arts Center is the place to go for the Summer in the Heights 2024, which includes a sunset nature walk on Saturday, July 27th. Lincoln Heights Youth Arts Center is hosting a cornucopia of creativity through August 10th. Featured events include family-friendly activities, art classes, musical theater, dance, community jam sessions, and more. And all activities are free. All ages are welcome to join Teacher Jess and enjoy a guided walk in the natural surroundings of Flat Top Park. Sunset Nature Walk takes place on Saturday, July 27th at 6 p.m. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov/events. Dearly beloved, we are gathered to enjoy a free concert of Prince hits provided by the tribute act, Red Corvette. Whether you want to party like it's 1999 or enjoy some Purple Rain, the Red Corvette Act has played over 1,000 tribute shows to the artist formerly known as Prince. The opening act is emerging artist, singer-songwriter Timothy J. Wilson. Sponsored by Councilmember Bob Blumenfield and LA's Department of Cultural Affairs, these free summer concerts take place at Warner Park, where there will also be food trucks and vendor booths on site. Take a ride with Red Corvette, tribute to Prince, on Sunday, July 28th at 5:30 p.m. For more information, visit valleycultural.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacitywiew.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.